Is that your one?
Now then, before we get going, I want to touch on something that's actually really important, something that I've recently just got for my daily driver. This is my Defender. I'm actually not going to show you too much of it because I'm actually embarrassed the state of it. It gets used everywhere, all over the place. I go all over the country in this thing, and I'm actually planning on taking it to Europe this summer. And driving standards, I don't know if you've noticed, but they are actually appalling and they seem to be getting worse. That is why I have now got a dash cam from Redtiger. This is their latest model, the F77, and it is super simple to set up. I'm a baboon and I'm going to show you how easy it is to set up this F77 dash cam. Inside the box you get all sorts, you get absolutely everything you need. You get a front and back camera too, so I am going to stick a front camera and a back camera in this car, so it protects me when I'm out and about, just in case something happens. It can be helpful with insurance as well if there is an incident. And my insurance policy, as I'm sure you can imagine, isn't cheap, and I want to make sure they are on side and I am completely in the clear if anything goes on. So you don't want to be left with it your word versus someone else's and having to split a claim. You want to be able to make sure that the claim goes your way if it needs to. So we have a cable, a 12-volt cable that plugs into the cigarette lighter, and you can be as neat or as scruffy as you like about this. For ease, I'm going to plug it in nice and quickly here whilst on camera with you guys. You can get a little tool to help you do it. All cars have trim actually that you can stick cables to and underneath, so you just bring it all the way around. So there's two cameras in the box. The front one is the bigger one, and that is just sticks up here. It even comes with a red sticky pad on it, literally to affix straight into the windscreen here. And obviously this portion here moves, so you can angle it to suit you best. I'm going to stick it up by the rear view mirror up on the left hand side. Peel that off, nice and firm, look at that. And in the back here then, I've run a cable from the front, round under the mats actually in the front, behind the seat and all the way through. And obviously because the glass opens this way, I'm going to stick the camera up here. I'm going to plug it in with the cable that is from the front. Ta-da! And obviously I'm going to tidy up the cables when you're not all watching because it's very boring watching me do that. Let's go for a little test run then. The other thing worth keeping in mind as well, the cameras actually have built-in memory, so I don't even need to mess around with memory cards. The quality on this camera is amazing. You've got 4K and 4K resolution front and back. So it's not just easy to install, these cameras are clever. It's got dual Sony IMX678 image sensors, front and rear 30 frames per second, ultra high frame rate, smoother video images with dual Starvis 2 Starlight night vision technology. So you'll see in the day here, works absolutely fantastically, and then in night as well, it works just as well. You can even read license plates and roadside signs as well. The screen there is also not just for viewing, it's also a very capable touchscreen, meaning you can flick between features in the software. There's even a really easy to use mobile app so you can see all the footage and download it straight to your phone. I will leave then an exclusive discount code on the screen and the link below in the pinned comment to go and get yours. That is an exclusive discount for you guys and girls, so make sure you go and check that out and get your Redtiger F77 Dash Cam for your car. Thank me later. Hello, hello, and welcome back to TGTV, and more specifically, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to, is it on?
Yeah.
No. Are we on?
You're on, aren't you?
We are in the M5. We've got Archie Hamilton with me because I've just filmed a video with you discussing the details of your new business. We are on your business premises right now in a brand new M5 Touring. The video...
Careful, don't hit my car.
No, I'm not going to hit it, don't worry. It's all okay. We are off to, because I just realised whilst filming here that Rindt is round the corner, and I'm getting lots of questions from you guys and girls. Where is my 912?
Do you know where you're going?
Yeah, I do actually. It's literally just round the corner. Where is my 912? What is going on with the 912? My audience want to know about it. I would actually quite like to know where my 912 is, what the latest is with it.
Yeah.
So we're going to go and see. I dropped the car off on January the 10th, 2023. It is obviously now, today is I think the 8th. Have you been in one of these before?
Not at the M5 Touring, I haven't. It's quite nice.
It wafts, to be fair.
Yeah, it's nice. Cool.
Happy with that?
Yeah, happy to be fair.
So I dropped the car off 3 years ago, basically. It's the 3-year anniversary, almost the day. Just by chance, I'm around the corner. So I thought, I'm going to pop in and have a little look for the car and sort of update. Well, and you thought you'd come along and have a look, because Rindt got a nice setup.
Yeah,
Some nice bits there.
I know them from racing and stuff like that, but I do remember when you bought that car. I actually remember when you went to go and pick it up and it was like braking on the way home.
Yeah, 2018 I think I bought that car.
Yeah, I remember that.
So I've had that 912 for...
You bought it cash, I remember.
Yeah, I mean it was like 30p.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It was quite expensive.
I actually have refinanced it since. So
yeah, I know you have. I know. Yeah, you have. But yeah, I mean,
it's mad though. I've had that like 8 years. They have been changing premises. I have not been too hot on them. I've not been kicking their heads in. I'm not having a go at Rindt in this video, by the way. This is not me saying, Rindt are bad. I've been very lax on it. I've not been really chasing.
Do you know what condition it's in?
I last saw it and it had been painted.
Oh, right.
And it went in for paint.
Oh, right.
So I'm pretty sure it just needs to be put back together as far as I know. And a wiring loom.
All right, well, that's all
A new
right.
wiring loom.
Oh, so it's not going to be in a million pieces?
Well, I don't know. It might... We don't know.
Okay.
We don't know.
Oh, wow, okay, fair. Okay, fair enough.
There has been a state of flux. They've had to leave the premises they're in because the property was owned by someone who's
Oh, wait, they're not
died.
Oh, they're not
No,
there?
they're not at the barn.
Oh, right,
They're
where are we going
at
then?
their paint shop.
Oh.
They're all over there now. So I've been super chilled with them and just said, you know, get yourself sorted. But now I'm in the area, I thought, do you know what? I'm just going to pop in and have a little look around.
Yeah.
I've not gone for a punch up.
No. No.
Have you gone for a punch up?
No. I'm
Yes, I would have, mate.
No. Yeah, I'm not really the best guy to back you up. I'm not going to lie.
No, I've not exactly brought my heavies with me today.
No, I wouldn't call me a heavy, but I think that I think my dealership's close, and to be fair, sorry, my GoPro's just about to turn off. So
we're getting multiple trends out today.
But I think that you just want a few answers on where your car is. I'm not here for a punch up. I'm just here to, you know, support your churn.
I want to do some content with that car this year. I want to be able to.
It's a nice car.
Do road trips, or road trips, probably pushing in a little old thing like that. But I want to do some content. I need to sort out my logistics, storage-wise. I just need to know what's going on with it, really. And I know WhatsApps are annoying, so I've told them I'm coming.
Yeah, I don't speak. I mean, like I say, I know them from racing and stuff, but I think that I think you just want to know what's going on with your car. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
I want to film a little update.
Oh, yeah, okay, I know where you're going. Yeah, because we looked at a unit down here to store some cars.
Yes.
Basically. Yeah, there's a storage unit down here, and that's where we looked to go and store some cars.
It's a cool place.
Yeah,
really,
that's
really
good.
Cool
Yeah.
And I haven't seen their new premises yet. Well, I say their new premises. I think they've extended where they were.
Yeah.
So let's catch up in there then.
You don't need any more cars, so you might as well just leave it there.
Well, that's part of the thought process. And that's part of why it's been there 3 years. But we do need to start approaching.
How much is it worth, by the way? I guess people will probably want to know how much that car's worth.
Well, bit of background then, and this is important to what it's worth. It's had engine rebuild, new clutch, new brakes, new interior, and I want to say something else which I've forgotten. And paint was really the last thing.
Okay.
And I never really wanted to do paint. I wanted to get it completely tight and sorted, but leave it looking tatty. But because there was so much filler and blah blah and bodged work over the years, actually to make it structurally sound, it was better off just doing paint in the
But
end.
you're ahead on it, right?
Yeah, I think I paid maybe mid-20s for it.
Oh, I feel nervous for turning in. I feel nervous.
Well, don't feel nervous, mate. You're alright. Here we go. But I think a fully sorted one is... I've seen them up at around 100, 110, but short wheelbase cars.
I'm helping you get B-roll driving in.
Oh, thanks, mate.
That's all right. Pleasure.
I'm never going to see this clip out. Oh, is it on my camera?
Yeah, it's on your camera.
Ah, nailed it.
Yeah, you see.
There we go.
Yeah, you see. I'm
We'll do a little sick clap. There we go.
Yeah, there
then
you
I can
go.
line up the footage nice and easy.
Where's Tom's car? Come on then. Let's have a little look.
Well, I don't think it's going to be... Well, that's the other thing as well. Is it going to be outside?
It's definitely under one of those covers, isn't it? It's definitely...
Is that funny?
Oh, well, I think it's funny.
Right. Let's go see under the covers
it definitely
before
is.
we get seen.
It definitely is. It 100%. Is that your one? No.
Close.
Go on.
Yeah?
You're on camera, it's alright. Is that it? No. Where is it? Oh, is that it?
No, it's close. No, that's not it either.
Oh. Where is it then?
Let's go around the back.
No.
I'm not going to kick off with you. Right, in one of the units there, down here, we are looking. I can't see my car, But I'm going to go find Brian in a minute, and I'm going to have a little chin wag, and we're going to discuss where it is. This is very cool though. I think they've got rid of a couple of these. They've sold 2 R7s. The main point of this, I mean, obviously, is being worked on at the moment. It's that rear end. I cannot wait to see that car finished. Very, very cool. Got 993 in here, some project cars. This is a temporary site, so all of this will be changing. They've actually got a marketing suite coming in another unit. We're going to leave this unit now, but it's all changed. This is completely different to last time I saw it. Still a very cool setup though. Considering this is temporary, it's cash. Even got a 3D printer here, chaos. So you've seen this site before on my videos, but it is all go here. Next time you see me here, I think the car will be finished and there'll be a big fancy dual story marketing suite there, amongst other bits. We've got an engine room that's just been built here. We've got Nick that's on camera. Don't charge me an appearance fee. I don't pay my invoices. Ask anyone. We've got the engine room here. Temporary. It was very warm in here actually. Very, very toasty. This is where they build engines. And then we'll see if my car is in here. This is the paint shop then. This is where the car got painted. Down at the end. Lots and bits of bobs going on here. It's a very nice 993 Carrera S there. My car isn't here, and I've actually just spoken to Brian because it is in a storage unit in Reading. They've got car storage, which I actually might have to use when the car's finished, but because of the state of play here, it has been put on the back burner, which is absolutely fine. I've not had space for the car, to be honest, with the garaging and whatnot going on mine and being ripped off by varying contractors. I've not had space for the thing, so it is coming. I think they've got a new member of staff coming. It needs a wiring loom. That is all that the car needs. It needs a wiring loom. They've got a new member of staff coming in about 6 weeks who's going to do that. And then I shall try and tie in a public collection day here at their premises. So a lot of moving parts before that happens, but I will keep you all posted. And you are, of course, invited to come along to that when that is done. So stay tuned. We shall see whether or not that all ties together, but we're looking probably, I would say, March. Weather will start picking up. This will not be a building site, and I will be collecting my 912, and it'll basically be a brand new car then. So super, super exciting. So stay tuned for that impromptu video. We're leaving Archie nattering away there, talking about racing. I'm staying out of it. Talking about racing, I'll stay well clear of that.
Fast around the corner.
Yeah,
on the straight, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Don't ask Archie. He hasn't got a clue. Yeah. Anyway. For now then, impromptu video. I wasn't actually planning on filming this one, so just a little update with my 912. Well, not with my 912 actually, because we haven't seen it. So I'll take his word that it's in a storage unit in Reading. I'm pretty sure it is. They've got a few cars over there. Anyway, for now, thank you very much for watching. I will see you all very soon. Ciao!